My mom tells me this a lot because I talk a lot. That's what I'm like known for in my family. And she always tells me to listen more.
She probably also is friends with my mom because I often heard the 2 ears, 1 mouth.
For one of our clients, we created school materials. We were
Yes.
targeting kids and, well, targeting the parents more so.
Right.
For lead and copper rule revisions, there is school sampling that's in there. So we have to go in the schools anyway. So one of the things that I got to create, it was so fun. We gave the utility a mascot and we gave them kind of a story. Do you know cereal boxes? How they used to have treasure maps and games on them?
Yes,
We created.
I used to eat cereal and play treasure maps on games.
So we actually created a treasure map game where the questions were for lead and copper revisions, and all the answers were on the board. And on the other side would be all materials for the parents.
Oh, I love that. I can totally imagine why you might like that. And it makes sense, right? Because we're hoping in that investment that you're, number one, educating kids on an important topic. Hopefully their parents are engaged and are also learning about that. So with some of our projects, we had the opportunity, we had it was very regional, right? And we needed everyone to be engaged, but there were certainly pockets of communities that we needed to make sure that they were not left behind. So I really enjoyed, we did some targeting advertising on Spotify and some music channels like that. So we did some videos and we were able to target like geographically where people were, the types of music, like if we started seeing that we were missing certain characteristics. I also, we took a page out of the politician's handbook, and I don't know if this is good or bad, right? But we also did a texting campaign to drive people out. And that was really interesting as well because we know that people that are on their phone, they're on the phone all the time. And even if they don't have access to internet, so, you know, all the time, there's text on the phone.
Cell phones have become such a normalized part of society. Like, yeah, you'll get the text message.
Yeah.
Whether you like want to look online or on the internet, like you said, internet access is sometimes a problem, but text messages,
Yeah.
get you where you're going.
The other thing I think that was really fun, and this is probably just selfishly, is we wrapped a couple of buses, but they're in the community that I live in.
Oh, okay.
So every time I see them, I'm like, there's my bus, there's my bus. And that was a project where it was regionally significant. We needed to think about how can we reach a lot of people, and then the transit agency ended up being a great partner in terms of allowing us to do advertising, and you know, we had billboards. I mean, if you can think about it, we had it, and that was really fun to see it canvassed everywhere.
One of my projects, we started going into churches.
Yeah.
And using like the clergy as our spokespeople. Going to those localized churches was actually really helpful because people trust their church.
Absolutely. We certainly have found that it's very helpful. I know for me at first, kind of coming from a government background, it's like, I don't know, can we do this? It feels like there should be a separation of church and state. But when you're trying to get to the community, oftentimes that's the heart of it. But there's another group, right?
Ooh.
Another one, I'm gonna give you a little secret here. Think about your sports leagues and like the junior baseball teams and the soccer teams. If you could start talking to those folks, they also know who the movers and shakers are in the community and can also be influential. So building on your idea of the schools and working with children, you can also look and see those unofficial leaders.
Another group that we target a lot for projects that I'm on, just because of my background, is like the arts.
Yeah.
So we'll do a lot of local libraries that have arts programs.
Libraries are so committed to being parts of their community that they're evolving constantly, and they want to be part of a message that's, I mean, right? Like their whole point of being is education.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about educating their population, they're all about it. Yeah.
Oh, I love libraries. Everyone should use their local library.
That's right.
Like, keep them around, keep them alive.